NASA contractor leaked satellite imagery in 2019, showing Earth anomalies classified within 6 hours. He disappeared 4 months later, and the footage was never verified. Subscribe for investigations into suppressed orbital observation data. June 7, 2019. Goddard Space Flight Center, Maryland. Thomas Bradley, age 44. Occupation: satellite imagery analyst. Contractor position: security clearance, level 4. Duration of employment: 11 years. No disciplinary record, no security violations. Performance evaluations: consistently high ratings. Bradley worked in Image Processing Division. Responsibility: analysis of orbital imagery, Terra satellite, Aqua satellite, Landsat series, multiple Earth observation platforms, standard environmental monitoring, climate data collection, surface mapping, daily routine, image downloads, quality assessment, catalog, management, data distribution to research institutions. June 7th, standard workday, Terra satellite downlink, scheduled transmission, orbital pass over Pacific region, high-resolution imaging, cloud penetration radar, multispectral sensors, image set received, 1400 hours local time, file size, 3.7 gigabytes, coverage area, Pacific Ocean, coordinates 23 degrees north, 168 degrees west. Bradley. Processed images, standard protocol, initial quality check completed, resolution, nominal, sensor calibration, within parameters, data integrity, verified, then anomaly detected, image sector 7-3-alpha showed irregularity, not cloud formation, not ocean surface variation, not atmospheric phenomenon, something else, geometric pattern, regular, precise, subsurface, approximately 40 meters below ocean surface, visible through water due to shallow depth at that specific location, underwater plateau, depth 43 meters, visibility, enhanced by sensor package designed for ocean floor mapping. Pattern consisted of linear formations, intersection points creating grid, approximately 12 kilometers total length, 8 kilometers width, regularity suggesting artificial construction, not natural geological formation, too precise, too symmetrical. Bradley flagged image, requested, supervisor review, standard procedure for unusual findings. Supervisor, Dorsera Morrison, same surname as subjects in previous cases, no confirmed relation. Morrison examined image, 1437 hours. She increased magnification, enhanced contrast, applied false color processing. Pattern became clearer, more defined, undeniably geometric, undeniably regular. Morrison contacted senior management, 1500 hours, reported anomaly, requested guidance on classification. Response: immediate. Images were transferred to restricted server, access level, above Bradley's clearance, above Morrison's clearance, transferred to analysis division with higher security protocols. Bradley and Morrison instructed to continue normal operations. Anomaly handling transferred to specialized team. No further involvement required. Standard compartmentalization procedure. But Bradley kept working. Normal duties continued. More Terra downloads, more image processing, more quality checks. June 9th, different orbital pass, different region, southern hemisphere, coordinates, 42 degrees south, 71 degrees east, Indian Ocean sector. Imagery showed similar anomaly, geometric subsurface pattern, different location, similar characteristics, regular grid formation, artificial appearance, depth, approximately 60 meters, pattern, dimensions, 9 kilometers by 6 kilometers. Bradley documented finding, reported immediately, same response, transfer to restricted analysis, access removed, compartmentalization enforced. June 12th, third anomaly detected, Atlantic region, coordinates, 18 degrees north, 53 degrees west, depth, 72 meters. Dimensions, 14 kilometers by 11 kilometers. Same geometric regularity, same artificial characteristics. Pattern, emerging multiple locations, similar formations, global distribution, all subsurface, all geometric, all showing characteristics inconsistent with natural ocean floor topology. Bradley attempted to access previous anomaly files, restricted server access, credentials insufficient, images unavailable, analysis reports not accessible, compartmentalization complete. He was isolated from findings after initial detection. June 15th, Bradley contacted colleague, different division, Terra Satellite Operations, asked about anomalous image handling. Had colleague observed similar patterns? Colleague confirmed. Multiple anomalies detected over past 18 months, all transferred to restricted analysis, all removed from general access. Pattern was systematic, ongoing, extensive. Colleague also stated, verbal guidance received. Do not discuss anomalies. Do not compare notes. Do not speculate about nature. Standard security protocol. Need to know basis strictly enforced. Bradley became concerned. Number of anomalies increasing. Detection frequency accelerating. But information flow completely restricted. Analysts detecting patterns but prevented from understanding larger picture. Compartmentalization, preventing pattern recognition across divisions. June 20th, Bradley accessed satellite tasking schedule, examined future orbital passes, noticed increased coverage of specific oceanic regions, regions corresponding to anomaly locations, satellites being redirected, imaging priorities shifted, standard climate monitoring reduced, anomalous region coverage intensified. Something was prioritized, resources diverted, observation increased, pattern investigation clearly ongoing at higher classification levels. June 25th, Bradley decided to document security violation. He knew consequences severe, but concern overrode caution. Public had right to know. Scientific community needed information. Global patterns needed recognition. Compartmentalization was preventing understanding, suppressing knowledge, hiding something significant. He copied files, 12 anomalous images, different dates, different locations, different sectors, all showing geometric subsurface patterns, all transferred to restricted analysis, all removed from a general access, copied to personal encrypted storage, external device, removed from facility, protocol violation, criminal offense, but completed. June 27th, Bradley compiled documentation, images, coordinates, detection dates, pattern analysis, comparison showing, global distribution, regular spacing, similar depth ranges, consistent geometric characteristics, submitted to investigative journalism outlet, encrypted channel, anonymous submission, no personal identification, only data, images, analysis, evidence. July 1st, publication contacted Bradley, verified his identity, requested interview, additional documentation, confirmation of authenticity. Bradley provided employment verification without revealing identity, described position, access level, image processing responsibilities, confirmed images were authentic from official NASA satellites processed through standard protocols, showing real subsurface features, not artifacts, not sensor malfunctions, real structures. July 8th, article prepared, publication scheduled. July 15th, title, NASA contractor reveals systematic suppression of subsurface geometric anomalies in global oceans. July 9th, Bradley was questioned at work. Security personnel, 2 individuals. NASA Office of Inspector General, credentials verified. Routine security review stated, standard. Questions about classified information handling, any unusual computer activity, any external communications about work projects. Bradley answered carefully, denied violations, stated all protocols followed. no unusual activity, no external communications, routine work only, security personnel, not convinced, body language indicated, questioning continued 90 minutes, focus on, file access patterns, external device connections, encryption software, network activity logs. Interview concluded, no accusations made, but surveillance obvious. Bradley was under investigation, security monitoring activated, activities tracked, communications monitored. July 11th, article publication postponed. Publication Legal Department, reviewing, national security concerns raised, potential classified information, risk assessment ongoing. July 13th, federal agents visited publication offices, Department of Homeland Security, National Security Agency representation present, requested, article materials, all source documentation, all communications with source, publication, refused initial request, First Amendment protections, source confidentiality, public interest journalism, legal right to publish, agents, stated material contains classified imagery, national security implications, publication would violate espionage statutes, criminal liability possible, legal threats explicit, consequences severe. July 14th, publication decided, not publish, legal risk, too high, federal pressure, too strong, article killed, materials, retained but unpublished, source, protected but story suppressed, Bradley informed. July 15th, publication unable to proceed, legal obstacles insurmountable, federal intervention successful, suppression, effective, information, contained. July 18th, Bradley was suspended from position, stated reason, security review pending, access credentials, revoked, badge, confiscated, computer access, terminated, pending investigation of potential security violations, no specific charges, no formal accusations, simply suspended, investigation ongoing, duration, undetermined. August 2nd, Bradley's residence searched, federal warrant, National Security Agency, Federal Bureau of Investigation, joint operation, scope, electronic, devices, storage media, computer equipment, documentation, all devices seized, laptop, phones, external drives, USB storage, cloud account access, email passwords required, encrypted files, demanded decryption keys. Bradley complied partially, provided access to some materials, but encrypted archive, password withheld, Fifth Amendment protection claimed, self-incrimination risk, legal advice, do not provide, devices never returned, analysis conducted, deleted files recovered, network activity reconstructed, communications traced, evidence collected of, unauthorized file copying, external device connections, encrypted storage creation, security violations documented. August 15th, Bradley terminated from employment. Stated reason, security policy violations, unauthorized data handling, breach of classification protocols, termination, immediate, no severance, security clearance, permanently revoked, blacklisted federal contractor database, no future government employment possible, industry reputation, destroyed, career, terminated, but Bradley still had encrypted files, original copies, images never recovered by federal search, password never disclosed, evidence retained. August 27th, Bradley contacted alternative outlets, independent journalists, international media, encrypted channels, offering complete image set, documentation, authentication. 7 contacts made, all declined. Similar reasons, national security concerns, legal risks, federal pressure anticipated, publication, too dangerous. September 3rd, Bradley published independently, personal website, complete documentation, 12 images, coordinate data, analysis, authentication evidence, free access, no restrictions, website received, 2,000 visits first day, 8,000 by day 3, discussion forums, active, image analysis, conducted by independent researchers, authenticity debates, ongoing, pattern recognition, attempted, September 5th, website taken offline, distributed denial of service attack, traffic volume, exceeded capacity, multiple terabytes, attack duration, 14 hours, website, inaccessible, restoration attempted, September 6th, attack resumed immediately, sustained assault, website remained offline, backup publication, file, sharing platforms, multiple sites, simultaneous upload, distributed access, suppression resistance, files removed, within 36 hours, all major platforms, terms of service violations cited, content moderation, copyright claims, no specific explanation, just removed. September 10th, Bradley attempted press conference, public disclosure, open invitation, announced on social media, location, Washington, D.C., date, September 14th, purpose, present evidence directly to public and media, September 12th, venue canceled, security concerns stated, no specific threat identified, just canceled, cannot accommodate event, alternative venue sought, 4 locations approached, all declined, similar excuses, security, insurance, scheduling, consistent refusal pattern, September 15th, Bradley's bank accounts, frozen, federal investigation notice, asset seizure pending criminal investigation, espionage charges, potential, financial access, eliminated, credit cards, canceled, loan called due, vehicle repossessed, financial destruction, systematic, rapid, comprehensive, September 21st, Bradley charged, federal indictment, charges, theft of government property, unauthorized disclosure of classified information, computer fraud, Espionage Act violations, arrest, not conducted, summons issued, court appearance, required, October 5th, bail, not specified, trial, months away, legal process, initiated, October 1st, Bradley retained attorney, public defender, insufficient funds for private counsel, attorney reviewed charges, evidence, substantial, prosecution, aggressive, recommended, plea agreement, reduced charges, shorter sentence, avoid trial, Bradley refused, insisted, information was public interest, classification, unjustified, images showed, significant discovery, suppression, was, wrong, trial, necessary, truth, must emerge, October 5th, court appearance, initial hearing, charges read, Bradley pleaded not guilty, bail set, $500,000, unable to post, remanded to custody pending trial, detention facility, federal prison, awaiting trial date, trial scheduled, March 2020, 4 months detention, conditions, standard, but isolation, noticeable, limited communication, restricted visitor access, protective custody claimed, but isolation, complete, October 16th, Bradley's attorney, informed, plea offer available, admit guilt to reduce charges, sentence, 3 years, with cooperation, possibly 2 years, classification violations, acknowledged, source protection, guaranteed, images, never discussed again, complete silence, required, Bradley, considering, isolation, difficult, trial, uncertain, conviction, probable, sentence, potentially, decades if Espionage Act conviction achieved, plea may be reasonable, survival may be more important than disclosure, October 22nd. Bradley's mother visited detention facility, 15-minute conversation, supervised, she reported. Bradley appeared stressed, weight loss visible, sleep deprivation evident, but determined, maintained innocence, insisted images were important, public needed to know. Mother asked, what did images show? Why so? Important, worth prison risk. Bradley stated, structures, hundreds of them, all over the oceans, regular patterns, obviously constructed, not natural. Nobody's talking about it. Satellites see them constantly, all classified immediately. Something is down there, global scale, and they're hiding it. Conversation terminated. Time limit reached, October 29th. Bradley disappeared. Prison officials stated, medical emergency. Bradley transported to hospital, undisclosed location. Security protocols, privacy concerns, no further information available. Attorney attempted contact, hospital would not confirm patient presence. Privacy regulations cited, no information released. Family attempted contact, same response, no confirmation, no denial, simply no information provided. November 2nd, prison officials updated statement. Bradley, no longer in custody, transferred to federal medical facility. Location, classified. Medical condition, not disclosed. Visitation, not permitted. Attorney access, restricted. Ongoing evaluation stated. November 7th, attorney filed motion, habeas corpus, demand Bradley production, right to counsel, constitutional protections, court hearing required, motion denied, national security exemption, medical necessity justified transfer, classification, appropriate, attorney access, not required during medical evaluation, motion, without merit, appeal filed, denied at circuit level, denied at appellate level, Supreme Court, declined review, legal remedies, exhausted. Bradley vanished into federal medical system, no access, no contact, no information. November 23rd, independent researcher obtained Bradley's files, encrypted archive, password, unknown, but leaked separately, different source. Bradley had distributed multiple copies, multiple recipients before arrest, contingency plan, files contained not just 12 images, complete set, 47 anomalous images, different dates, different locations, different satellites, comprehensive documentation, pattern analysis, coordinate mapping, global distribution study, researcher published analysis, December 2019, independent website, complete dataset, all 47 images, coordinates, comprehensive pattern mapping, images showed, structures, subsurface, geometric, regular, global distribution, 47 detected locations, probably many more undetected, pattern suggested, systematic, organized, purpose-driven, not random, not natural, constructed, characteristics consistent across sites, depth range, 40 to 120 meters, shallow enough for satellite imaging under optimal conditions, deep enough to avoid surface vessel detection without specialized equipment, geometric precision, straight lines, right angles, regular spacing, grid patterns, characteristics impossible for natural geological formations, material composition, radar return signature suggested metal or ceramic, not stone, not biological, not sediment, artificial materials, dimensions, variable, smallest site, 3 kilometers by 2 kilometers, largest site, 21 kilometers by 16 kilometers, average, approximately 10 kilometers by 7 kilometers age, undetermined from imagery, but satellite archives showed structures present in earliest available imagery, 1972 Landsat data, structures already existed, minimum age, 47 years, possibly much older, possibly ancient, activity, thermal signatures detected at 17 sites, heat generation, inconsistent with passive structures, suggesting active systems, power generation, occupied, operational distribution pattern, not random, concentrated in specific regions, Pacific Ocean, 19 sites, Atlantic Ocean, 13 sites, Indian Ocean, 11 sites, Southern Ocean, 4 sites, Arctic Ocean, 0 detected, Mediterranean Sea, 0 detected, pattern suggesting deliberate placement, strategic positioning, unknown criteria but definitely organized, spacing, average distance between sites, approximately 2,300 kilometers, regular distribution, too consistent for random occurrence, pattern suggesting network, connected infrastructure, coordinated system, and most disturbing finding, structures were expanding, comparison of imagery across years, same sites, different dates, structures showed growth, enlargement, construction activity, not static, not dormant, actively developing, Pacific site designated Alpha 7, 1993 imagery, 6 kilometers by 4 kilometers, 2010 imagery, 9 kilometers by 6 kilometers. 2019 imagery, 12 kilometers by 8 kilometers. 26 years, dimensions doubled. Growth rate, approximately 200 meters per year. Consistent expansion, ongoing construction, something building, something growing, something developing beneath oceans. Atlantic site designated Beta 3, similar pattern, 1987, 4 kilometers by 3 kilometers. 2005, 7 kilometers by 5 kilometers. 2018, 11 kilometers by 7 kilometers. 31 years, nearly tripled in size. Rate, approximately 225 meters annually. Active expansion confirmed. All monitored sites showed growth, none static, all developing. Construction, global scale, ongoing, decades minimum, possibly longer. Satellite surveillance began. 1970s, structures already present. Growth documented since initial imaging. Total construction timeline, unknown but extensive. Purpose, unknown. Function, unknown. Builders, unknown. But scale and coordination suggested. Massive undertaking. Resources, substantial. Technology, advanced. Planning, long-term. Organization, sophisticated. And human response. Complete suppression. Systematic classification. Information containment. Witness elimination. Evidence destruction. Pattern recognition prevented. Public awareness, 0. Researcher published findings. Website received, 40,000 views first week, 200,000 within month. Discussion, extensive. Analysis, widespread. Independent verification. Attempted, January 2020. Researcher disappeared. Dr. Marcus Webb, same researcher from multiple previous suppressed cases. Last documented activity, January 7th. Email sent. Subject, final distribution before expected intervention. Email contained complete research files, Bradley's images, analysis, pattern mapping, all findings distributed to 87 recipients, academic researchers, journalists, independent analysts. Wide distribution, evidence preservation. Email stated, federal monitoring detected. Intervention expected imminently. This information must survive my removal. Continue investigation. Pattern is real. Structures exist. Suppression is systematic. Truth must emerge. January 9th. Webb's residence. Empty. No forced entry. No signs of struggle. Personal effects. Present. Vehicle. In garage. Disappearance. Voluntary or coerced. Distinction unclear. Missing person report filed. Investigation. Minimal. No leads. No evidence. No body. Case. Open, but inactive. Webb never found. Status. Missing. Presumed dead, but unconfirmed. Pattern continued. Researchers investigating suppressed phenomena. Disappearing, but files persisted. 87 recipients. Most preserved copies. Some distributed further. Evidence. Scattered. Suppressed but not eliminated. Pattern. Documented. Hidden but accessible to determined investigators, and additional witnesses emerged. Commercial pilots. February 2020. Online forum. Anonymous posts. Multiple contributors. Similar experiences reported. Pilot 1. Stated, flying Pacific route, 15,000 feet altitude, clear day, looked down, saw geometric pattern in ocean, regular lines, too precise for natural, visible several minutes, then obscured by angle change, logged in flight report. Supervisor stated, optical illusion, ignore, do not report further. Pilot 2 stated, Atlantic crossing, night flight, bioluminescence visible, but pattern wrong, regular grid, straight lines, right angles, covered, huge area, photographed with personal camera, later questioned by company security, told, delete images, signed statement, witnessed nothing unusual, complied under employment threat. Pilot 3 stated, Indian Ocean sector, noticed repeated pattern on multiple flights, same location, same geometric features, mentioned to crew, All saw, all puzzled, reported to air traffic control. Response: radar shows nothing. Visual illusion suggested no further action. Pattern: pilots observing, all experiencing dismissal, all pressured to silence, all prevented from documentation, but knowledge existed. Multiple witnesses, independent observations, confirming structures visible from air, under certain conditions, certain angles, certain light. Fishermen reported similar observations. Deep ocean commercial fishing, remote locations, sonar equipment detecting, regular formations, geometric patterns, bottom, mapping showing, artificial characteristics, not natural ocean floor topology. Reports filed. Coast Guard, maritime agencies, dismissed as equipment malfunction, interpretation error, misidentified geological features, no investigation, no follow-up, systematic dismissal, but testimonies existed, witness accounts, corroborating evidence, supporting satellite imagery, pattern confirmation. Structures were real, visible, detectable, known to multiple, not independent observers, all experiencing suppression, all prevented from official recognition. March 2020, Oceanographic Research Vessel, Scientific Expedition, Deep Ocean Mapping, Pacific Region, Coordinates, near Bradley's identified site, Alpha 7, Research Team, International, multiple institutions, universities from 5 nations. Purpose: seafloor geology study. Funding: public grants. Mission: transparent, scientific goals. Published: multi-beam sonar mapping, high-resolution, seafloor imaging, 3-dimensional rendering, comprehensive survey, data collected, site Alpha 7 location, sonar revealed, structure, exactly as satellite imagery suggested, geometric, regular, artificial characteristics, confirmed by direct measurement. Team was astonished. Discovery significance, enormous, archaeological implications, profound, submitted findings for publication, prepared. Comprehensive report, April 2020. Research funding, terminated, stated reason, budget reallocation, no explanation, immediate cessation, expedition, recalled, returned to port, mandatory, data, confiscated, national security concerns cited, multiple nations coordinated, simultaneous seizure, research materials, classified, publication, prohibited, team members, required to sign non-disclosure agreements, violation, criminal prosecution, threatened, expedition results, never published, data, never released, discovery, officially never occurred, suppression, successful, evidence, contained, but team members talked privately, colleagues contacted, stories shared, information leaked, partial, fragmentary, but confirming, structure exists, direct observation completed, satellite imagery, verified, Bradley was correct, suppression was real, May 2020, pattern analysis, conducted independent researcher collective, anonymous coordination, encrypted communications, Webb's distributed files, Bradley's original images, pilot testimonies, fishermen reports, oceanographic data fragments, comprehensive synthesis, all available evidence. Pattern emerged clearly, 47 confirmed sites, estimated total, possibly 200 plus coverage, likely global, detection, limited by satellite coverage and classification, actual, number, probably much higher, all sites showing, active expansion, all growing, all operational based on thermal signatures, all part of coordinated network based on regular spacing, purpose analysis, speculative, but characteristics suggested, infrastructure, facilities, installations, permanent, large scale, organized, occupied, builder analysis, unknown, but technology level, advanced, construction timeline, extensive, resources, massive, coordination, sophisticated, not matching known human capability, not officially acknowledged by any nation, not explained by conventional archaeology. 3 hypotheses emerged. Hypothesis 1, ancient terrestrial civilization, advanced technology, global infrastructure, then disappeared. Civilization lost. Structures remained, submerged, hidden beneath oceans, now detected by modern satellite technology. But no supporting archaeological evidence, no ruins on land-matching sophistication, no artifacts, no remains, no cultural record. Hypothesis requires accepting advanced global civilization existed, built massive underwater structures, then vanished completely, left no trace except structures. Hypothesis 2, contemporary secret program, government or private, classified construction, underwater facilities, military purpose, research installations, resource extraction, hidden from public awareness, coordinated internationally, operating decades minimum, but scale prohibitive, construction costs, astronomical, secrecy maintenance, nearly impossible at that scope, international coordination, unprecedented. Hypothesis requires accepting massive classified program, multiple nations participating, complete information suppression for decades, achieving impossibly large-scale construction without detection or disclosure. Hypothesis 3, non-terrestrial construction, extraterrestrial intelligence, underwater bases, global network, long-term presence, advanced technology, hidden from surface observation, detected only by modern satellite imaging, explaining sophistication, explaining scale, explaining suppression, government knowledge, classified truth, public denied awareness, but no confirmed extraterrestrial contact, no verified alien presence. Hypothesis requires accepting extraterrestrial intelligence exists, maintains presence on Earth, operates underwater, remains hidden, governments aware, suppression coordinated internationally, truth classified, all hypotheses problematic, none fully satisfactory, evidence existed but interpretation uncertain, structures real, origin unknown, purpose mysterious, suppression undeniable, and suppression continued, intensified. June 2020, multiple researchers investigating structures contacted by federal authorities, United States, United Kingdom, France, Canada, Australia, coordinated international response, similar messages delivered, investigation, poses national security concerns, information, classified, continued research, violation of security protocols, cessation, required immediately, compliance, mandatory, non-compliance, prosecution threatened, most researchers complied, ceased investigation, deleted files, abandoned research, self-censorship, fear-induced silence, but some continued covertly encrypted networks, anonymous collaboration, research persisted despite suppression. July 2020, additional satellite data leaked, different source, not Bradley, someone else inside NASA or contractor network, anonymous delivery, encrypted transmission, complete orbital imaging dataset, all anomalous sites, not just 47, complete. Catalog, data showed 193 sites, global distribution, all oceans, every major basin, network, comprehensive, scale, staggering, infrastructure, planetary scope, and revision of growth analysis with complete dataset, pattern clearer, all sites, expanding, growth rate, accelerating, historical average, 200 meters annually, recent rate, 350 meters annually, acceleration, confirmed, construction, intensifying, projection, by 2050, average site size, 30 kilometers by 22 kilometers, scale, comparable to major cities, multiply by 193 sites, total development area, exceeding 100,000 square kilometers, infrastructure, vast beyond comprehension, and depth analysis, complete dataset, some structures, much deeper than previously documented, range, 40 meters to 400 meters depth, deeper structures, older possibly, or different purposes, variation suggested, diverse functions, not uniform installations, differentiated network, coordinated but varied, thermal analysis, complete data set, 63% of sites, showing active heat signatures, power generation, energy consumption, operational facilities, not abandoned, not dormant, actively occupied, currently functioning, and electromagnetic signatures detected, satellite sensors designed for other purposes, incidental detection, extremely low-frequency emissions, same range as previous suppressed phenomena, 1 to 30 Hz, source, structure locations, intensity, variable but measurable, function, unknown but consistent with, power systems, communication networks, unknown technology, evidence accumulated, pattern undeniable, structures existed, global scale, active, expanding, networked, advanced, hidden, suppressed, real, August 2020, Bradley status, still unknown, attorney, no contact permitted, family, no information provided, federal response, patient in medical custody, condition, classified, location, undisclosed, duration, indefinite, Bradley effectively disappeared, detained indefinitely, without charges now, original charges, suspended, medical authority invoked, psychiatric hold suggested, competency evaluation claimed, legal limbo, no rights, no access, no accountability, pattern repeated, Webb disappeared, Bradley detained indefinitely, other researchers threatened, witnesses silenced, evidence scattered but suppressed, information available only through covert channels, truth hidden from mainstream awareness, public knowledge, zero, media coverage, none, academic discussion, suppressed, government position, no comment, official stance, no acknowledgement, structures, officially non-existent, but existence was undeniable. Evidence was overwhelming, pattern was clear. 193 confirmed sites, possibly more undetected, all expanding, all active, all hidden beneath oceans, all monitored by governments, all classified, all suppressed. What were they? Who built them? When? Why? For what purpose? Who occupies them now? What happens inside? What are they preparing for? What is their function? What is their goal? Questions without official answers. Only suppression, only classification, only disappeared investigators, only silenced witnesses, only hidden evidence. Bradley leaked footage showing structures beneath oceans, geometric, artificial, massive scale, global distribution, active expansion, unknown origin, unknown purpose. Footage changed nothing publicly because public never saw. Suppression succeeded, classification maintained, evidence scattered, truth buried, awareness prevented, but knowledge existed among researchers, among witnesses, among those who obtained files, among those investigating despite threats. Truth was documented, evidence preserved, pattern recognized, and structures continued, expanding, operating, growing, network developing, purpose advancing, whatever they were built for, progressing, whatever function they served, activating, whatever plan guided construction, proceeding beneath oceans, hidden from casual observation, visible only to satellites, detected by specialized sensors, documented by classified programs, known to governments, suppressed from public, continuing operations, expanding infrastructure, approaching, unknown threshold, unknown completion, unknown activation, 193 sites, growing, 350 meters annually, thermal signatures, electromagnetic emissions, coordinated network, planetary scale, decades of construction, possibly centuries, possibly longer, unknown timeline, unknown builders, unknown purpose, and suppression absolute. Bradley disappeared into medical detention. Webb vanished completely. Research teams disbanded, funding terminated, evidence confiscated, witnesses silenced, publication prevented, information classified, truth existed, but hidden, available only to those willing to risk career destruction, legal prosecution, physical disappearance, indefinite detention, same fate as Bradley, same fate as Webb, same fate as all who challenged suppression. Bradley leaked footage, tried to inform world, structures beneath oceans, unknown origin, unknown purpose, changes everything about Earth, about history, about presence of something else, something hidden, something massive, something ancient possibly, something active, something expanding. World never learned. Suppression succeeded. Classification maintained. Truth remained hidden, while beneath waves, structures grow, network expands, systems operate, purpose advances, unknown builders, unknown function, unknown goal, approaching unknown completion, and humanity proceeds ignorant, unaware, unprepared, while beneath oceans, something continues, something vast, something ancient, possibly, something purposeful, something hidden, something waiting, something building, something preparing. For what? Answer: classified, hidden, suppressed, protected by disappeared investigators, protected by detained whistleblowers, protected by international coordination, protected by systematic information control, protected absolutely. Bradley knew. He tried to tell. He leaked footage. He documented pattern. He attempted disclosure and disappeared into federal medical system, indefinitely detained, effectively eliminated, like Webb, like others, like all who approach truth. Footage showed truth. Structures exist, global scale, active, expanding, unknown, hidden, real, undeniable, but suppressed, classified, buried beneath layers of national security, international cooperation, systematic silencing, complete information control, changes everything we knew about Earth, because Earth is not empty oceans, natural geology, human dominion, simple planet. Earth is occupied, infrastructure beneath seas, unknown builders, unknown residents possibly, unknown purposes, hidden from surface awareness, operating continuously, expanding systematically, approaching unknown culmination. Bradley's footage proved it. 193 sites, all real, all active, all growing, all hidden, all suppressed, all waiting beneath waves, all continuing operations, all advancing toward whatever comes next. When network completes, when structures finish expansion, when systems fully activate, when purposes manifest, when whatever was begun finishes, when whatever is hidden emerges, when whatever waits acts. The footage exists, scattered, encrypted, preserved by those who received Webb's final distribution, those who downloaded before suppression, those who investigate despite threats. Evidence remains, truth documented, hidden but persistent, and structures remain beneath oceans, expanding, operating, networked, purpose unknown, builders unknown, function unknown, but presence undeniable, scale vast, activity ongoing, preparation advancing. Thomas Bradley tried to show world. Government disappeared him. Footage was classified. Truth was buried. Pattern was suppressed. And beneath waves, structures continue growing. Systems continue operating. Network continues expanding. Purpose continues advancing. Unknown, hidden, real, waiting, while humanity lives on surface, unaware, thinking oceans are empty, natural, understood, ours, not knowing, something else beneath, something vast, something ancient possibly, something purposeful, something hidden by governments who know, who suppress, who classify, who disappear those who reveal, who maintain silence, while beneath dark waters, something waits, something builds, something prepares, something exists that changes everything. If truth was known, if suppression failed, if Bradley's footage reached world, if humanity learned, we are not alone on Earth, never were, not on surface, and certainly not beneath oceans, where something else dwells, hidden, patient, building, waiting for unknown moment, unknown purpose, unknown revelation. When ocean secrets surface, when structures emerge, when truth overwhelms suppression, when humanity discovers, too late, we were never alone, never understood our world, never knew what lived beneath waves, until emergence, until activation, until too late to prepare, to understand, to respond. The footage was leaked, the truth was suppressed, Bradley disappeared, and beneath oceans, structures continue, growing, waiting, real.